The weight, of course, Spinks giving away 27 pounds to the champion, who came in, as Ferdy said, a little bit heavy at 224 pounds. Spinks down less than 200 pounds at 197 and a quarter. Spinks, incidentally, a tremendous underdog at 8-1 Las Vegas odds. So here we go for round one.
And well, he should have been. He's the most inexperienced guy to be fighting this fight, wouldn't you say, Baum?
Yes, but I tell you, if you see the way he's coming out here with Ali just hanging on the ropes, covering his face, Spinks is either going to punch himself out or he's going to score a lot of points here, which obviously he is doing at this point so early in the fight.
Well, of course, this is Ali's rope-a-dope strategy, the famous strategy devised in Zaire. And his strategy with this young kid, any young amateur comes in, and Spinks is a virtual amateur. Ali's whole tactic here is let this kid burn himself out. He's not going to hurt me, and then I'll come on and I'll take the middle rounds or knock him out by the 10th round. If he doesn't do that, we'll see what happens. Of course, you can see as Ali bounces around a little bit, the flab around his middle and his back. He's got a lot of fat on him. He's trained in a sort of bored manner. How can you take a fighter seriously who's only had 7 fights, Bob?
No, you can't. You know, the one thing that really surprises me about Spinks is, as we said, he's just sort of a novice professional, but yet he comes flying out here and goes right after this great champion, absolutely showing no respect at all. That was what's surprising me, I see right here.
Well, the thing with Spinks, he's got a lot of nervous and hysterical energy. I mean, I feel that a guy like this that's so up for a fight can go the whole 15 rounds just on nervous energy. Now, if Ali doesn't put anything on him at the beginning, he'll be punching away for 15 rounds.
Well, one thing to remember, Davy Pearl is the referee as he separates these two fighters. He does not have a vote on the Las Vegas Commission rules. There are 3 judges, and they will do the scoring of this fight.
Ali completely content to let him take this first round, and in fact, see those blows to the kidneys there? Those are the things that I objected to so much for him fighting. I just didn't think he needed to get on the ropes and let a guy hammer at his kidneys.
Well, it doesn't seem that Ali, in all his fights, you know, he is not in the habit of letting people pound on him like this. But evidently, this is his strategy, and as we have said many times before, you know, you can tell him what to do, but then he does his own thing.
Absolutely. He's doing exactly what he wants to do.
Okay, we're coming to the end of round one very shortly. And Ali, for the first time, getting off the ropes and talking a little bit to the young opponent, Leon Spinks. Less than 30 seconds now remaining in the first round, and it's been mostly Spinks, I would say, Ferdy.
Yeah, well, it's all Spinks. You can see that he had not thrown a serious punch to just then. He threw one right hand and he missed it. Then he talked to him an awful lot. He was just content to let this first round go by. I just don't understand how you do this, because at the end, when they add up the rounds, the last round is just as meaningful as the first round.
Okay, that's just about it for round one, Ali versus Spinks. Okay, round two. The champion coming out to meet the challenger in the center of the ring, and perhaps unlike round one where Ali went to the ropes and covered up, maybe he's not going to do that this round. Thus far, he is sort of sticking a little bit, but the aggressor continues to be the challenger, Leon Spinks, and the referee is Davy Pearl, pushing the two fighters apart.
Ali seems content to just bumper away the opening of these rounds. The first round was certainly an easy round for Ali. He just didn't do anything. He lost the whole round. But far from discouraging Leon, Leon looks to be picking up steam with the round. He seems to be punching much harder than the first round. Of course, it's very encouraging to get in with maybe the greatest fighter of all time and be able to punch with impunity.
Well, when you look at the Ali of years gone by, and you see that great jab and the style and the moving from side to side and the shuffle, it somehow doesn't look like, obviously not the same fighter. He's not even jabbing. He's used the right hand like he did there a few times, but he's sort of just playing with his left hand, just holding it out in front of him. Where's the jab gone? His 224 pounds made that much a difference in the jab.
No, I think it's the boredom and the fact that he just didn't want to take advantage of this young amateur. He's not been impressive in any of his fights, Leon, and Ali just can't take him serious. But apparently Leon hadn't his press buttons, as Leon's right there in front of him and just punching away.
Well, you'd wonder They say that when two heavyweights or two fighters of any weight get in the ring, anything can and usually does happen. But of course, there's Ali now. I don't know what he's saying, but he's doing an awful lot. He's doing a lot more talking than he is punching at this stage.
Well, Ali's been known to talk to everybody. He talks to the press. He talks to the people at ringside. He talks to the referee. He talks to his opponent. He should let his fist do the talking.
We're in round 2. It is scheduled for 15 for the heavyweight championship of the world. And although it doesn't look like it, that is the champion in the white trunks on the left of your screen. Now with the challenger with his back to you, and Ali obviously holding on, and little Davy Pearl going to have his hands full the rest of the evening with these two big heavyweights. Ali at 224 and Spinks around 197, maybe a little bit over.
See, that's just a cat toying with a mouse right there. That's just a huge, humongous cat toying with a little mouse that he wants to put away whenever he wants to. And the feeling is right now that Leon has to just keep doing what he's doing. He's doing very, very well.
Well, he's scoring, Ferdy. He's scoring rights to the chin. He's just scored a left right there. He's been making body punches. And he's been obviously the aggressor without question. And Ali, perhaps, I don't think has landed a solid blow. So that's been more or less the story for the first 2 rounds in Las Vegas. Okay, round 3, and once again, the champion Ali bouncing a little bit, and for the first time, Ferdy just being effective with the jab. I haven't seen that, or we haven't seen that for the first 2 rounds. Now he comes out, and the first 4 punches he throws, 5, 6, 7, are all a good jab. The old jab that Ali has been noted for all his career.
It really looks like the first round, doesn't it? It looks like this is what he should have done the first round. The other 2 rounds were like dressing room rounds where you're just fooling around. Now it's like, here's what it feels like to be in with the champion, boy. Here is what the real champion looks like. And he's doing his movement. He's up on his toes. He's doing that jab off the movement. That's the old Ali. But when he bounces, look at the way the flab bounces with him. Isn't that different from what you've ever seen with Ali?
That is, I think perhaps when he gets out of prior to this fight, in the 5 months since his last fight with Ernie Shavers, he did get a little heavy in the gym, but and it was a little bit worse. But you're correct. When you look at this great champion over the years, the midsection is quite uncharacteristic of him. As Spinks now beats on him in the neutral corner, and Ali just does the old Floyd Patterson, what does he call that, the peekaboo style?
He call it peekaboo. Ali call it the rope-a-dope. He opened his mouth at him like saying, oh, look at this. And Spinks wouldn't have any of it. He opened his mouth. Spinks is kind of a wacky character, a lot of fun to be around. And he doesn't absolutely go for any of Ali's sights. So he's in with the guy as crazy as he is.
Maybe he doesn't understand him.
That's possible. Certainly nobody understands Leon.
Well, we're in round 3. It is for the heavyweight championship of the world. It is scheduled for 15.
Let me point out that what Ali's doing, this bouncing around and jabbing, is his style. But in the meantime, he stopped in the corner, and as you saw, Leon put in 30, 40 punches unanswered. Now, those are big points for the 3 judges sitting around ringside. Remember that, as you said, Bob, the referee does not score points. Therefore, these 3 judges are sitting there watching and counting these points. They have the luxury of counting the points.
Less than a minute now remaining in round 3. And once again, the champion just leaning back on the ropes and talking, doing more talking, as we said, than he is punching on the challenger. Leon Spinks from St. Louis, the champion, of course, fighting out of his hometown, Louisville, Kentucky.
I again remind you, Bob, and the audience to count the punches to the kidneys and understand that that's the kind of thing that will cause destruction in enough time, given enough time.
Well, every once in a while he comes off from the right side like that. Of course, he's hitting gloves, but there he's still getting, connecting to the side of the face of Muhammad.
And the shoulders and the arms, and all of that adds up. As you get to the later rounds, you have a hard time lifting your arms when a guy like Leon's punching your shoulders and your arms.
Less than 10 seconds now remaining in round 3 as Leon Spinks goes after the champion in a neutral corner, and we're just about the end of round 3. Round 4 between the champion and the challenger Leon Spinks. The champion Muhammad Ali. It has been all Spinks, despite the fact that you see the champion now starting as he did in the beginning of round 3 to come out and show the old Ali jab and a little bit more aggressiveness and keeping Spinks off balance. But the Spinks doesn't know any backward steps, Ferdy. He just is a plower, and he just kept coming on and on to the champion, forcing him in perhaps into the rope, pushing him back like he did there, even though he's giving away 27 pounds in this fight.
Of course, that is Leon's fight. His corner is sending him out to do just that, and if Ali will give it to him without having to pay a price, he'll take it. I mean, after all, these are the early rounds. He's very strong, he's very determined, and he just keeps charging ahead. If he's not going to have to pay a price, why not? As
an announcer, you were close to Ali's corner. There was a lot of conversation between he and his trainer, Angelo Dundee. Could you pick up on any of it?
Well, at this point, Angelo had the first round even, was telling Ali that the fight was even because Ali had blown the second round, but he came back and took the third round, so that the fight was even. There was not any excitement, and there was not any of the turmoil usually associated with an Ali fight. It's more of a calm acceptance of blowing the first rounds and then going into action. Now here he's doing something a little bit better. He's now starting to pot shot with his right hand as Spinks comes in. Now he's beginning to exact the toll on Spinks. He's beginning to say, you're going to come in, you're going to get hit by right hands every once in a while. But not enough. Not enough action by Ali. Too much action by Spinks, not enough by Ali.
Well, Davy Pearl talking to the champion, perhaps warning him about his left hand. He saw that when he gets close, he holds, puts it around, a tactic he has used during most of his career. When he gets in clinches, he tends to hold and lean on you and wrap the left hand around the back head of the opponent. But you're right.
I think he was warning him about a dangling participle at the end of his sentence. He's been doing more talking than fighting through this round.
Well, I tell you, despite the fact that he's, as we said, a little flabby around the midsection, he's withstanding those punches, and Spinks is obviously scoring. I mean, you see Ali's head snapping around every once in a while.
Yes, you do see those uppercuts getting in between his gloves, don't you? You do see them getting into the side of the head to those ears. His ears must be ringing from those shots.
Coming down to the final seconds of round 4. And thus far, as we said, been saying all along, until the last 2 rounds, it has been mostly Leon Spinks, the challenger, scoring most of the points to impress these 3 judges in Las Vegas.
And Ali missing an awful lot of punches. You never see the good action in the corner now. Ali finally getting awake and doing some fighting, but he's taking a lot in return, and now it goes right back to the corner doing nothing.
Okay, less than 12 seconds remaining. This is round 4. There have been no knockdowns. Neither fighter has been cut. And we are just about through 4 rounds of the heavyweight title. Well, Angelo Dundee telling his fighter, the champion Muhammad Ali, don't look for one. Don't look for one punch. I guess that's what he was referring to.
Yes, and it's mildly amusing to think that he told him don't look for one because Ali's never looked for one punch. He's always knocked out people with a blizzard of punches. He's never been a one-punch fighter. Now, you did notice a fleck of blood on his mouthpiece and his lips. I think Ali has some cut lip on the inside, which doesn't bother you that much, except you keep swallowing blood. It gets a little nauseating toward the end of the fight. And, of course, it makes the other fighter a little braver.
We are in round 5, and it is scheduled for 15. Muhammad Ali, the great champion for so many years, trying here in February 1978 to retain his heavyweight crown against the former light heavyweight Olympic champion of 1976 in Montreal, Leon Spinks.
And he's not exactly showing contempt for Spinks, but he's showing indifference, would you say? I mean, it's almost as if he's half of Ali is in the fight. The whole Ali is not there. The real Ali is not in the ring right now. But the real Leon Spinks is there 1.5 times. Larger than life. He's right in front of him, and he keeps banging.
Well, up to this point, there's going to be a tremendous amount of confidence coming out of Leon Spinks. He's, as we said, a relative newcomer to the professional ranks. Been fighting mostly amateurs, but he's holding up quite well here, and he is scoring most of the points. Ali doing a little feint, a little acting. Lots of acting, actually.
Yeah, instead of boxing, he's doing a lot of acting and a lot of just passing the time. He seems to be waiting for something, and that something is for Leon Spinks to wear out, for all that nervous energy to dissipate, and for Leon to be standing there with nothing left after 7 or 8. But Leon is not reading any of that. He's just coming on. And Leon's not easy to hit. Look how much Ali has missed. His punches are missing by 5 inches.
There's a lot of slipping. Good right hand. Knocks the champion back a few steps. Tries to follow it up and misses over the back of the head of Ali. Spinks does.
Muhammad Ali probably has the greatest jab in the history of the heavyweight division, and yet he's missing Spinks with it.
Well, he's pretty good at slipping punches, Leon Spinks, as we move down to less than 20 seconds in round 5.
That's the point, Bob. Good point. Leon is deceptive. It doesn't look like he's that hard to miss, but he is.
Okay, you're looking at the action in round 5, about to come to an end in Las Vegas, Nevada. The bell for round 6, and once again, the champion out to meet the challenger, Leon Spinks.
Between rounds, you saw Ali is standing up between every round. He's not sitting down. That's a little gimmick to psych Leon out, who looks across the ring and sees him standing, but it doesn't bother Leon at all. He doesn't even think about that. And you're getting a little mounting excitement in the corner as Drew Bodini Brown is starting to get worried and excited and rattling off that encouragement to Ali. Youngblood, Luis Soria in the corner, all starting to look a little worried. He's just not fighting his fight tonight. And Leon is fighting his fight.
Well, Ali still now a little bit more up on his toes, moving a little bit more.
Leon has his family here. He has Michael Spinks, his terrific light heavyweight brother, who is encouraging him, coming into the corner and talking to him. There's a leaping left hook, which in other days would have been a disaster to do to Ali. He would have nailed you with the right hand doing that.
Well, there's a couple of good hooks. A little uppercut, sort of an uppercut left hook, if that's possible, coming in under the gloves and the protection that Ali is trying to afford himself here.
And of course, that's a strategy to try to teach a boxer. Come between those arms. And you can see from the way Ali's head's going back, he's landing. That's how he got his lip cut, undoubtedly.
Well, Ali has always been, Ferdy, a smart fighter. He's got to know, as we're in the 6th round, that he is getting hit with 10-to-1 punches as opposed to what he is landing on the challenger.
And it's hard to fathom Ali on almost all occasions, but on this one, probably more than anything in his career, it was hard to imagine what was going through his mind as he was letting Leon Spinks pile up round after round after round at a tremendous lead, which is hard to overcome with a young kid full of energy and encouraged to keep fighting as hard as he can till the bell.
A good right hand there by Ali. It looked like it scored.
When you see Ali spread his legs like that and dig in, you know that his mind is thinking straight right hand comes. See, that's his straight right hand position. When he does that, he's thinking right hand over the jab.
Leon Spinks in his 7 fights, winning the first 5 by knockouts, and his 2 previous fights of this by decisions, both going 110 and 115 rounds. And the man who probably will fight the winner of this fight, Ken Norton, looking on at ringside.
And he certainly knows Muhammad Ali, doesn't he?
Sure does.
The man who broke his jaw and fought him and fought him. And every time they fight, no one knows who wins. It's really something.
Well, probably at this point, he's probably thinking, I better take a closer look at Spinks because he's doing all the punching. And obviously all the scoring.
And I bet he's salivating.
Okay, down to the 10-second mark here in round 6. And the champion, Muhammad Ali, defending once again against Leon Spinks.
This is the round that things have got to start turning around in. 8 has got to be something going on, and here he goes. But Leon's not buying. Leon's back. Ooh, look at that hook that Leon just put into his chin. Ali content to grab him around the neck and pull him in.
Obviously, Spink has made many telling blows, but the veteran Ali has been able to handle most of them. I mean, I would say that I have seen fighters, of course, those are more or less slaps and glancing blows, but I've seen fighters knock fighters, other heavyweights, down with some of the shots that Leon has landed on Ali.
Well, you got to remember what Sonny Liston couldn't do, Joe Frazier could do, George Foreman could do. Certainly Leon Spinks is not going to be able to do, because Muhammad Ali has one quality above all else, and that is the quality of being able to take a punch. Toughness, grittiness. Inside of that beautiful face and that beautiful body, there reposes a gargoyle who is really tough.
And obviously that is correct, because just prior to this fight, Ali fought a great knockout puncher with a most outstanding heavyweight record of knockouts at this present time, Ernie Shavers, and Ali was lucky to get away with a decision.
He certainly was, but it was a prime Ali in the last round. He just seemed to pull it out, and Shavers did not know what to do with the champion. That's what makes a difference in the champion, Bob. When you get a guy like Ali, he seems to know how to win a fight in the last round. He pulls that last round cliffhanger as he did in all of the Norton fights, except, of course, for the broken jaw.
Well, he did that with Norton in Yankee Stadium in 1976, and that just about pulled out that victory for him. But I would say that he has picked up the pace here. Perhaps his corner, Angelo Dundee and Boudini Brown, his psych man, have told him, you had better get a move on, because the three judges here have been watching the same fight we have, and I think you're trailing a little bit.
Well, I think everybody at home will agree that Ali has just been lazy and has ineffective with Leon, and Leon has carried the whole fight. He's progressed to the point where he is a relentless pursuer, and Ali content to just let him lead in the dance.
I'm trying to recall if, of course, Ali, prior to this fight, was, for the first time in his career, not talking very much, in fact, talking hardly at all. And so I don't recall whether or not in his silence he did make a prediction to anyone like he has in so many past years.
No, not in this one. And this one, it was lucky that he showed up for the fight. He was very bored and concerned.
Well, the second's counting down now, just under 10, 8-7 in round 8. We'll be back with round 9. The bell for round 9, and just about Ali on his, well, we got a little problem here. Davy Pearl perhaps going to take some of the grease off of the face of, Sam Solomon, putting the towel to Leon Spinks. What is that? Do cornermen, Ferdy, just try to do that to prevent cuts, or what is the purpose of
one
all
of it prevents cuts, and the other is that the gloves slip off when they hit. The punches seem to slide off all that grease, and it really makes the cornermen feel better than it does the fighters. Fighters could care less.
Let's look at Leon here. He's really he's gritting his teeth here, and looks like he's trying for a KO as we get in the early first minute of round 9.
Well, he's not going to get a KO, but he's certainly going to get a huge mountain of points from that.
I mean, it appeared that unlike the previous 8 rounds when he was scoring heavily, but that he was putting a little bit more behind his punches. Perhaps maybe feeling and being told by his manager trainer Sam Solomon that it's about time for the champion to start tiring to those punches and points that Leon has been scoring throughout the first 8 rounds are starting to take their toll on the champion. But he doesn't obviously look that tired, because he's still bouncing around a little bit, and as we see here, going back to his effective jab.
Sort of a bounce in slow motion, wouldn't you say? I mean, it wasn't that springy bounce that he had all of his career. It was sort of an elephant-like bounce, sort of like a heavy man trying to imitate Muhammad Ali.
I'll say you've got to agree with one point here, that with this great champion Muhammad Ali, who is defending for his 20th time his heavyweight title, there haven't been too many opponents that have been able to hit him as often as Leon Spinks has been able to hit him here through 8.5 rounds now.
Yes, and for a man with the understandably great pride that Ali has, it's difficult to reconcile that he's going to keep still for this. I mean, he's got to come on and he's got to start showing something. The fight is slipping away. Leon's got a great corner with Sam Solomon and his Michael Spinks and Georgie Benton and all the people that are directing this and encouraging him. Look at that exchange. That was not an exchange. That was a one-way street there. Look at Leon. Now he got himself in the corner for the first time. If he stays there, he's crazy, but he won't. Yeah, the old Ali would have pressed him in the corner and made him pay for that mistake of getting himself into that corner.
Well, this is obviously a big round for the challenger. He's really scored many effective blows here, and Ali has done little but flick out a jab at him.
Well, the one thing about the judges scoring, I must tell you, judges are really impressed by Ali. Ali psychs out judges. I mean, he's been such a fantastic fighter, such a national monument in the history of boxing, and as far as we're concerned, the last 2 decades, it's hard to score against him. But you must look at it in the cold light of reality. Leon's coming on.
Okay, round 10 underway. It's scheduled for 15. It's in Las Vegas, Nevada. And it is Muhammad Ali. On our scorecards, at least, Ferdy Pacheco. Having him perhaps trailing a little bit. Of course, we're unofficial. But what about Angelo? Could you pick up any more conversation from Angelo to his fight?
Angelo sensed that Ali was moving into the charge, was waking up and getting into the enthusiasm of the fight. We told him, all right, go out there and take these rounds big. Go out and get rid of this guy. Enough of this. We're behind. We need these rounds. And he is behind. He's not behind a little bit. He's behind a lot. And I cannot... You see the charge here. I cannot see how he can avoid really coming on hard now because he's got Leon taking blows for the first time.
For the first time, Ferdy, he's cutting down the ring for Leon. He is pushing Leon, as you said, pushing Leon back and making the fight the way he wants to do it. And here he's scoring heavily for the first time.
Ali finally on the attack. It's almost as if Leon finally got his interest. He comes up with that great uppercut that's the Ali trademark underneath.
Well, he's obviously awakened the crowd of better than 5,000 in Las Vegas because there is some excitement for the first time from the champion as he defends his title, hopefully successfully once again.
Well, he's hitting Leon pretty good, but Leon is avoiding a lot of those punches, and he's catching a lot of them on the gloves. The funny thing is that Leon doesn't move out of there, but is content to stay, almost the reversal of the mirror image of what we had up to this point. Because Ali got on the ropes and stayed there. Now Leon's on the ropes and staying there. No reason for that. I'm sure if his corner could do it. Oh, he came out with a blazing right hand that just missed.
Ali moved back. Right.
Now he moved Ali back, which is unusual. Ali should have stood his ground and punched with him.
But of course, Ali, now you wonder, if having thrown more punch than he has in the previous 9 rounds, has he gotten tired? As we said throughout this fight, he's 224 pounds, about as heavy as he's ever been for a championship fight or any fight in his career. But he's not moving as much, but he's throwing more with his punches than he was dancing. He's not dancing as much as what I tried to say.
Yes.
But standing more or less flat-footed, as you see him right here, and just perhaps trying to pick his spots here and maybe hurt the challenger a little bit. But the challenger comes right back with a wild right that connects on the left side of the face of the champion, Muhammad Ali.
I think you're seeing a dead serious Ali here. Ali really wants to put some hurt on this guy. Those kind of punches Ali's throwing are his serious stuff. I mean, he's really getting in there as hard as he can, trying to discourage this kid. Not only is the overweight problem bothering him, but also, don't forget, Leon's been belaboring him and pounding him for all of these rounds.
Less than 10 seconds as we go down to 7 seconds. A good round for the first time. Round 10 for the champion, Muhammad Ali. The bell for round 11, and once again the challenger out to meet the champion Muhammad Ali.
And now I must tell you that we are now in Ali territory. From round 11 through 15 is Muhammad Ali's territory. If he hasn't gotten them by then, he is starting to really wing and pick it up because he has won more fights in this distance between 11 and 15 than I think any other fighter fighting in the heavyweight division. He's a master at controlling the pace and timing of a fight. Leon, for his part, has never been here. He's on virgin territory.
Well, Leon Spinks also, with only 7 fights, went into this, as we said, a decisive underdog at about 8-1. But I'm sure his corner has told him at this time that there's a potential of him, very, very potential, he can win this fight. And I'm sure he feels that. And he is fighting with that confidence that he's had since the opening bell when he charged across the ring in round 1 and went after Ali. And that has been the tone of this fight up to this point. He has been the aggressor. He has been scoring heavily throughout the first 10 rounds as we go through the first minute here of round 11.
He simply won't admit that he's in with a living legend. He simply won't admit to himself that he's in with a man much, much superior to him in talent and, of course, experience. He is just, as far as he's concerned, another fighter fighting in there. And Leon has that wonderful ability to block everything out and just take care of the man in front of him, which, of course, is what you've got to do if you're going to survive in boxing. You can't be reading press clippings and history books. The guy in front of you is just another fighter. As far as Ali is concerned, these are the rounds that he pulls it out in. Of course, the 11th, he's not doing much.
Well, with the question remaining here with 5 rounds to go as we reach the halfway point of round 11, Is the champion got enough time to make up perhaps what he has lost earlier, as we have witnessed here through 10 rounds?
And also, has he got enough energy to go? And also, can he take that 15th round if Leon comes up as fresh as he looks now? We got a long way to go, and Ali is not doing anything dramatic right here in the 11th round.
Well, Ali has not been knocking out opponents with much regularity in the last several fights he's had. In fact, I think you've got to go back to 1976 when he KO'd Richard Dunn in Munich, Germany, and he's had several fights since then. So if he's thinking knockout, or he was thinking knockout, perhaps, well, Leon, look at this point, here's a great exchange by both of these fighters. And that is it for round 11. Davy Pearl once again motioning to Leon to come out and for the seconds to get out of the corner as round 12 is underway in Las Vegas. It is scheduled for 15. There have been no knockdowns. Judging will be done not by the referee but by 3 judges stationed at ringside.
And the 12th round started with a repeat of every round. Leon just comes out like if it was the first round. He's just fresh as a daisy. He doesn't seem to be tired at all. He doesn't seem to be bored with punching Ali, certainly. I mean, if this is indeed Ali territory, it is not affecting Leon Spinks, who at this point looks like he could tap dance to a minefield.
But there's no question that the 8-1 underdog, Leon Spinks, perhaps got some of those, the capacity audience in Las Vegas, perhaps thinking upset at this point.
Well, it's certainly a lot of tribute that's got to be given to Leon Spinks. And Leon is fighting with all his heart and every fiber of his body. He knows he's got the heavyweight championship within his grasp. He's not about to be denied, and he's not getting careless. He's not going to sleep. He's not letting Ali get started. He's right on his case. And I must tell you, it is a great, great exhibition of courage and drive by a young and relatively fresh kid against a living legend.
Well, there's Ali now with a good combination, a couple of uppercuts, a couple of left and right to the side of the head of the challenger, Leon Spinks. But the challenger, Spinks, comes right back.
But not hard in punishing. Ali is not hard in punishing. He's pity-pattying around. Those are all little pity-pat punches. They're not hard and punishing punches. And that's what he's got to do to keep Leon off. And when he gets his legs spread, as we've said repeatedly, you know something hard is coming. That's the only time you see Ali punch hard in this fight so far. And he's got to do more than that pity-pat, because this little kid is not going to listen to anything but hard punches.
And there have been, although there have been several effective blows thrown mostly by Leon Spinks, missing there with a right past the left ear of Ali. Neither fighter, as we said, has been knocked down, and now neither fighter has really been stunned at any time.
The story of this fight so far has been the persistence and drive and unrelenting push and shove of Leon Spinks, who just seems to taste the heavyweight championship. He bobs and weaves and makes Ali miss. Ali tries to get up on his toes, looks like a sort of pathetic imitation of himself. He's just not Ali tonight. You can feel it, you can sense it.
Oh, here's a great exchange. Ali trying to come back, but Spinks still bearing in, not letting the champion get set as he'd like to be, and of course handling every punch and every jab that's for the most part has been ineffective through these first 12 rounds. And we move down now inside 10 seconds.
Punching away there, and oh, what a left hand by Ali right at the back.
Ali waiting for the round 14 to start, and the crowd chanting, Ali, Ali. Obviously, the packed house here in Las Vegas sensing a possible upset as we go to the final 2 rounds.
And you could hear that corner. Everyone was talking there. Even Rahman Ali, his brother, you could hear his voice. You couldn't see him on your screens, was telling him, come on, champ, it's only 6 more minutes. Come on, go out like a champion. Of course, you don't have to tell that to Muhammad Ali, because believe me, that man is every inch a champion.
Well, less than 6 minutes now remaining. Will Ali, the big question at this point, after the first 7 or 8 listless rounds by the champion, will Leon Spinks become one of the most inexperienced heavyweights ever to win this title, this coveted title?
I must tell you, at this point, I found this so heartbreaking. I had a hard time watching this, because here was a man who would easily dominate the heavyweights for 15 years, being handled easily by a novice almost. and you can say that he handled him easy this round. And it's heartbreaking to his corner. It's heartbreaking to the crowd who just can't believe what they're seeing. Look at Ali going back into the ropes, falling from a nothing punch. It is absolutely heartbreaking. Again, that's the only term that comes to mind when you see this beautiful man taking this kind of a humiliation at the hands of a novice.
Well, there's no doubt about it that Leon Spinks, the young challenger out of St. Louis, smells victory here. A major upset. The 8-1 underdog, pouring it on, continuing to put the pressure. And I'm sure he is making the judges feel, the three judges, not counting the referee, Davy Pearl, who does not have a vote, that this is his fight. This is his championship. And then before this night is over, he is going to be the new heavyweight champion of the world.
But still, you got to go through 15 with Ali. You don't get there that easy. You got to fight it out with Ali in the 15th round. But now you're watching Ali tired. He's bounced around. Now he can't even take Spinks punches when he wants to go into the rope-a-dope. You see him fall back into those ropes in sort of a dead weight thing. You never saw Ali do that.
Less than a minute to go in round 14, and you saw Ali holding as that is Michael Spinks looking on, encouraging his brother, smiling. He too also perhaps just beaming with confidence and happy and sensing what is about that perhaps more than 5,000 other fans here, who several of whom are on their feet now, and they are still chanting for Ali, but obviously Ali needs a little bit more than chanting at this point.
Ali just is absolutely at wit's end here with Spinks. He just doesn't know how to fight it out with him. He wants to, he just hasn't got a minute's space or breath to come up with some kind of counterattack to Spinks, who is absolutely on his case. He is absolutely relentless in his pursuit. He smells the championship. He won't be denied. He is right there. Look at that.
As we move under 10 seconds, the big question here, can Muhammad Ali, with 3 minutes to go and the final round coming up, come back and win this fight?
Now, I want you to keep that left hand going.
You got to keep your hand going, man.
Keep that left hand going.
Sam Sullivan offering more encouragement to his young fighter, Leon Spinks, as we look back at round 14. Another big round for the challenger.
And they're telling him, keep the left hand going, keep the left hand going. It was Georgie Benton's plan along with Solomon to have this kid just have Ali off his feet with his left hand, off his balance, absolutely not knowing what to do with that left hand. And he has done it for 14 rounds. He now has to do it for 15, but can he? Because 15 rounds is Muhammad Ali's territory, and this is where he's pulled out all of his great fights.
Okay, there is no tomorrow for the champion with his back to you on the ropes as the aggressive young challenger, sensing victory, a tremendous upset, possibly in the making here in Las Vegas. 3 more minutes, less than 3 minutes now, and will Ali successfully defend his title for the 20th time?
Ali's got to go toe-to-toe. He's trying to go toe-to-toe, but miracle of miracles, Spinks is outspeeding him, which is something you never see. Now here they are again, right in the middle of the ring. Ali should be punching with both hands, but instead it's Spinks that comes back, and he's throwing everything he's got in both punches. Now Ali is covering up. Ali should be fighting, but he's not. Here comes Spinks again. He's doing what he's done for 14 rounds, punch with both hands as hard as he can. Ali resting. Why is he resting? It's the 15th round. He's got to be coming on. Is he saving himself for the last minute? What a mistake that would be. Here comes Spinks again. He's keeping him in his corner. He will not let him out. Now they're punching. Oh, he just got hammered. Spinks just got hammered with the right hand. And now Spinks still in front of him. Still won't move back. Now he just got hammered again. Another left and a right. Another right by Ali. But Spinks punching now. Spinks is in the corner, and Ali's got him where he wants him. Ali should be going with both hands. There it is. Left and a right. A left and a right. A left and a right. And Spinks comes back with a counter. Another counter. Another. And there's Spinks backing up the champion. Hitting him with both hands. And there's Ali having his back to the rope, trying to pot shot one good shot, and that was it. That right hand. Ali back again with both hands. That's desperation. It's almost a futile effort. But Leon, can he take that kind of punishment? Leon is taking it, and he's coming back. It looks as if Ali has almost shot everything he can. He stopped in mid-punch there. Oh, what a right hand by Spinks. And Ali is trading back and forth. Now Ali is trying to rest. Leon will get started. There is Ali, has delivered 2 or 3, 4, 5 punches. Then he grabs Spinks, and Spinks falls back into the rope. What action, Bob?
Tremendous action by the champion here. Where has he been for the previous 14 rounds? We are under 40 seconds. Another desperation left, missed by the challenger. Ali onward but still pursuing, hoping, praying that perhaps one of these punches will connect and the gallant challenger Leon Spinks will fall. 23 seconds.
Spinks dead tired. It looks like he was out, but he came right back, and now it's Ali that's showing the signs of weariness. That's really a shuffle forward. Now it's 13 seconds. Now Leon, having him against the rope, is throwing everything he can. It's 8 seconds away, or he's lost it. He's just hammered Ali. Ali looks like he's in trouble. He's leaning against the rope. It's 2 seconds. It's 1, and at the bell, a tremendous right hand. Look at Ali stagger back. Ali cannot even keep his feet right.
Let's go down to the pandemonium that is taking place in the ring and the official announcement.
Art Louis scores 143, 142, Ali. Judge Lou Tabbitt scores 145, 140, Spinks. Judge Harold Buck scores 144, 141, the new.
There it is. Leon Spinks has pulled it off. He has pulled off the upset of upsets. This young kid is now the heavyweight champion of the world, beating maybe the greatest fighter of all time, Muhammad Ali.
Angelo Dundee, Wally Muhammad, Houdini Brown, Sam Solomon with his back heel rubbing the champion's back and his shoulders. They both wish one another good luck, and the magic moment has arrived. It is scheduled for 15 rounds. It's for the heavyweight championship of the world. Will an historic event take place? Will Muhammad Ali become the first to win back the crown 3 times? We're going to have those answers very shortly now as we await the start of this heavyweight title fight live from the Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. Ali up on his toes, dancing, loosening up. Spinks not up on his toes, sort of flat-footed, gazing around to the crowd at ringside, looking down now, moments ago. And what is holding up the start of this fight remains to be seen. Here's the bell and we're underway. Round 1. The champion Spinks coming right out against a moving and dancing Muhammad Ali. Already Freddie Pacheco moving as he said he would.
Yeah, he's going to dance for a little bit to show the people he can do it, but he can't. He should not do that for very long because he will exhaust himself. He can do that for this first round.
A little Ali shuffle, and the crowd loves it. No question, this is already a different story than the last time when Ali admittedly did absolutely very little the first 6 rounds and it cost him his title. He said it's not going to be the same story, and thus far it isn't. The former champion moving, missing on a wild right hand over the top of the head of Leon Spinks.
He's trying to do something this first round, but he's not. He's a little anxious for Ali. He's got to set him up better.
Oh, a great left hand to the chin of Leon Spinks, thrown by the former champion Muhammad Ali.
And he got hit by Spinks. Spinks is right there.
Well, Spinks smiling as 1:30 remaining in round 1. A little bit of a warning of perhaps for holding.
I don't know if they were playing there or what. They were too close. Now Spinks is bullying him, and Ali is holding, and that's a stab and grab.
Well, Angelo Dundee said Ali's going to shock him and lock him.
Shock him and lock him, and that's what's supposed to be.
Oh, quick moving Spinks. Good left hand by Ali.
Ali's trying to do something this first round.
Ali coming in, missing a right hand. It catches Spinks on the back.
Spinks has just landed his good right hand and pushes him right into the rope. This is going to be a street fight.
Well, the referee warning Ali, telling them, let's go, fight, let's start out this
Coming up to 25 seconds.
A good left by Ali, followed by a right to the head by Spinks. This is a street ball.
This is a Pier 6 brawl. Ali is roughhousing Spinks, and Spinks is staying calm about it.
6 seconds remaining.
6 seconds. And Ali is missing by a mile.
Okay, we follow the former champion back to his corner, and what was just using some roughhouse tactics, and as Ferdy, you said, kneeing him one time. Okay, round 2.
Ali runs out across the ring at him. He really wants to finish this up in the first 6 rounds. That's a terrible mistake if he doesn't do it, because Spinks will be there.
Pretty good right hand under the chin of Ali by Spinks. No cuts, nobody hurt. We're only in round 2, just underway. Scheduled for 15. Ali with a little hook. Really not doing much jabbing, the former champion. One of the best weapons he ever had, one of the best weapons we've ever seen in a fight game by any heavyweight ever. A fine left jab, but hardly being thrown by the champion.
He's back on his toes again.
Well, Spinks
hit him on the break.
A shot on the break. Both fighters missing on the right, on the ropes of the neutral corner. 2 minutes to go in round 2.
Ali's still trying to bounce around a little bit, but Spinks is determined. He just keeps coming.
Well, I don't know if Ali can keep this up for 50 rounds, but he has sure more. He probably moved already more in 2 rounds than he did in 15 the last time they fought. Thus far, the former champion is a man of his word because he is moving and circling and trying to stay out of the range of the sharp punching Leon Spinks, the champion.
Just a rough, that's terrible. That's terrible. It's just a rough house that,
well, Leon throws, he smiles, throws up his legs and says, well, what do you want to do?
nothing bothers Leon Spinks. He's trying to jab him. Ali's trying to jab him and cross with the right hand. But he's not landing solidly, and Leon, in the meantime, is still right in his face where he's supposed to be.
Well, he certainly is missing more than he's hitting.
Leon is doing what Benton told him. Get down low and roll. Benton told him, get down low and roll. And after Ali throws, you throw and come in and grab him. And he's doing just what Georgie Benton told him.
And that is what's causing the former champion Ali to miss. And he's missing
he's down there, and he can't get him.
30 seconds remaining in round 2. Those one misses. That was. Now they're tied up again in the center of the ring, and the referee slaps them apart. Ali slaps Spinks in the head with a left jab. They're in Ali's corner now.
Spinks wants to fight, and Ali's grabbing him. That's the way he's got to do it if he's going to survive.
Round 2 about to come to an end. Round 3. Another scheduled for 15, and it's for the heavyweight championship of the world. Can the former champion Muhammad Ali do it? He's moving, he's dancing, he's been doing it for 6, now going on 7 minutes.
Ali is carrying his promise. 3 rounds of dancing so far. Ali missing by a lot.
Well, pretty good right hand thrown by Ali, but he got tagged right back by a right hand by the champion Spinks. Ali holding, putting the left hand around the neck of Spinks. Good jab, misses a right wild. Ali's corner saying stick, box him, stick him, box him. 2 minutes to go in round 3.
Good right hand by Ali. Did not seem to bother Spinks, however. Spinks is still right there.
We're halfway through round 3. 1:30 remaining. It's a close one.
A nice flurry by Spinks, and Spinks is now starting to close into the ring.
It looked like a right hand. It caught Spinks pretty good. He's sticking a thumb under the chin. Spinks says
He's cooking this round.
A couple of heavyweights moving around like a couple of lightweights.
Yes, indeed.
Got a 20-foot ring, and they've used it all.
Ali is trying his best to land his one good punch in there. He's landing some, but he's missing an awful lot.
Good jab. Keeping Spinks off balance a little bit. Ali's corner screaming for him to stay off him.
And Ali's still on his toes. Still on his toes. What will this do to him if he goes to round 8, 9, and 10?
Well, he's a maker of miracles.
He certainly is that.
Well, those punches not landing. And as Ali misses, that is the end of round 3. Ali doing a little shuffle in his corner as he comes out to face the champion Spinks in round 4. Now it looks like Leon Spinks is maybe realizing that he's going to have to pick it up a little bit. Started out strong. Ali had a good round 3. And we're just underway in round 4.
All of that bouncing is good if it accomplishes something, but just bouncing for the sake of bouncing is not impressing anybody. He's getting tired. And Spinks, in the meantime, is very economical in his motion.
2 minutes to go in round 4. Nobody has been down. It's scheduled for 15. Nobody's cut.
Ali put in 2 stiff jabs, tried to cross the right hand and just missed. It would have been a good punch. Spinks led with a right hand and went right into him.
Ali, a very serious fighter. No talking, no rope-a-dope, no smiling, just down to business. The former champion. 1:30 remaining in round 4.
Ali took a tough right hand to the nose that time.
Good left to the face by Spinks. Coming after him with right hands. Into the belly now goes the champion.
Spinks is in massive determination coming right after him. Ali fighting back.
We're in the final minute of round 4.
He's just missed his right hand again. He's missing that right. If it lands, it'd be interesting to see what happens to Leon.
Now we're down to 30 seconds.
There's 30 seconds and Leon is still coming up. 2 straight jabs by Leon. And now we're starting to go back to February.
Down to the final 10 seconds in round 4. Ali comes in with a right hand that raises the top of the head of the champion Spinks. 2 left jab, trying to follow with the right as the champion, but he misses. He hasn't stopped for 4 rounds.
It's what Benton expected with it. Georgie said he's got to come out and try everything he can for 6 rounds, and Georgie was right. Excellent hook by Ali, right to the side of the head of Leon, and he just doesn't stop.
Oh, he's going to just stay on top of him. Go with success. That's what did it for the champion the last time. That's what he hopes is going to do it for him here tonight in the Superdome. And 70,000 are watching it here live. Millions more around the world.
Ali's trying to sharpshoot as he's done for 15 years of accurate punching, but his punches are missing by just a fraction. If he can get that fraction out when he gets warmed up real good, well, Spinks may be in trouble. But at this point, Spinks is chasing him with great determination.
Well, there's been a lot of blows landed, Ferdy, but nothing really telling, nothing hard, nothing that made anybody blink.
Ali's waiting for that right hand. 2 minutes to go. Ali up on his toes for the first time in this round a little bit. But Leon never changes.
Ali doing a good job, Ferdy, of tying him up and limiting his punching power. You know, if you can't hit him, Ali is shown over 4 rounds that, almost 5 now, that if I can't hit him, I'm going to tie him up. He's not going to hit me. A good right hand by Ali. Another good right to the jaw of Spinks, but the champion fights back, goes to the body, comes up. The roundhouse right catches Ali.
Comes back winging punches. Ali had him going there for a moment, and he came back. That's a lot to be said for Leon Spinks. 2 straight jabs to Ali's head, a right hand to Ali's head. A lot to be said for Spinks' courage. He is a champion, and he's fighting back against one of the greatest champions of all time.
Without question,
1 minute to go.
It's the final minute, as you said. The best punches of the fight thus far, coming here in round 5 with a minute to go by Ali. Flush on the nose of Spinks, but then Spinks is coming back. Like he did
right
there,
hand by
getting right in
Spinks.
between his gloves.
Now that was a great right hand by Ali, but it didn't seem to bother Spinks.
Didn't back him up a foot.
Now that's a great right hand by Ali.
Another one.
Another good right hand.
Almost
30
looked like
seconds.
he walked into it, Ferdy.
Yes. Ali's got to be more, Spinks has got to be more cautious. But he has no caution. He just keeps coming.
Coming up on 20 seconds in round 5, a big round for the former champion.
Ali's found the range this round, and he's happy.
Well, he looks like he's got a good rhythm going, too. He's got a 1-2. He's counter punching. And the chant goes up for Ali as round 5 is about to come to an end. There it is. We're about to move into round 6 of what is probably, for the most part, been a pretty close fight, without question, up to this point. Okay, they meet in the center of the ring, and round 6 is underway, and Ali starts it off with a roundhouse hook that hits the gloves of the champion. Champion missing on all of those, but still moving, still up on his toes, still dancing, moving to his left.
Oh, that was a beautiful uppercut by Ali.
No question, that a look at the old Ali, or the young Ali.
It certainly has been the young Ali for the first 6 rounds. Except for the fact that he doesn't have the precision in his punching, he certainly has been bouncing and looking great.
Heard the 2-minute mark. Round 6, once again, it's scheduled for 15. And it has been a dandy thus far. Mistreat him. You can probably hear it in the background. Spinks' corner. Sam Sullivan yelling, mistreat him. Underneath, says Sullivan. Keep grinding underneath. Which of course means they want him to get to his body. Slow him down, take some of that wind out of him.
And beat those old 36-year-old legs into inactivity, but Ali is surprising.
A little uppercut bounce on the chin of Spinks.
Nice uppercut by Ali.
Good left hand by Ali, but this man, this champion, just keeps coming and coming and coming.
Ali is like a young man. He's like a young panther right on him. 1 minute to go.
Another uppercut scores by the former champion. No slowing down by the champion as we run into 30 seconds.
He's grabbing beautifully and moving nicely.
Good left hook by Spinks. Trying to get out.
Spinks is mistreating him. He's mauling him, and he's doing what he has to do to get him tired. He's trying to outmuscle him because he's getting beat when he tries to outthink him.
5 seconds remaining in round 6 for the heavyweight championship of the world.
That's all right, we're going to whoop him anyway. We ain't always different.
Really going at it with these and if it was to stop right now, it could be Ali's. It could be another upset.
And if it could go like this to 15, it would be Ali. Spinks doesn't have the formula for him this way.
Well, that's the big if. That's what all the intrigue and all the game work and all the guessing has been about. Can he dance? Can he move? Can he forget the rope-a-dope? Can he be what he once was? Can he be the legend, the man who has made boxing and made himself an international hero?
Well, certainly to this point, he has been the old Ali. Spinks is losing the old steam. He certainly not coming after him like he was.
Well, he's still bouncing, but he doesn't seem to be, as aggressive as he was before. A little bit earlier, in the earlier rounds. He might be a little frustrated.
He's very frustrated. He's getting hit a lot.
Probably asking himself, is this man really 36?
And he's also saying, I thought he was going to get tired after 6. Well, he is. He's bouncing at 7.
We're approaching the final minute of round 7. Referee Lucien Gilbert. They are judging this by the round system.
Leon is getting behind. A good uppercut that didn't land on anything but gloves, but it was well thrown. 1 minute to go, and Leroy is going to, Spinks is going to have to get a little bit more violent than he's been.
Oh, good combination.
Good combinations by Ali. Only a slight return by Spinks, and
little right hand
for Ali.
$30 seconds. That's counting in round 7. And the champion's still on his toes, still moving, still bobbing, still feigning, and still tying up the champion.
Ali is luring him into these traps, and as soon as he steps in, Ali is luring the boom with the right hand. They haven't landed that good, but they're building up all those points.
Well, a good exchange. It's round 7, and Ali does his little shuffle, and the crowd loves it. Okay, they're around the middle for round 8.
And he opens it with 2 good hooks right off of Spinks' jaw. And they must have told Spinks, hey, wake up, you're going to sleep and losing the fight. Ali has been conning and kidding Spinks into not fighting. And he's got to do what he just started out to do right now. He's got to go chase him again. Whether Spinks is letting Ali get tired or not, we'll soon see. That might have been a bad mistake, but he certainly has built up a lead.
Good uppercut. Little left hand on the left side of the face of Spinks. Ali jobbing and a great right hand by the former champion at the 2-minute mark of round 8. And Spinks doesn't like it. He comes back swinging with both arms and landing.
Spinks is too lackadaisical when Ali cons him into quitting fighting. He couldn't do that in Las Vegas. When he relaxed, Ali is getting the best of him now. Ali's ahead.
Well, he's still moving, the former champion. And they love it here.
And he's winning another round. Whoa, that was a beautiful body shot. And maybe the first body shot he's thrown since 1960.
And I think he knows that he may have stung the champion a little bit because he's going right after him. Less than a minute here in round 8.
And he definitely stung Spinks to the stomach and doubled him over.
It was a picture punch, Freddie. Right smack in the solar plexus. And they hurt. And they slow you down.
And your legs go where that goes. Ali is unmarked. Not even puffing. Not even breathing hard.
Coming up on 20 seconds in round 8. And Ali on his way, perhaps, Freddie, to winning another round.
He certainly is well on his way to winning this round.
And they get tied up as round 8 is about to come to an end.
Comes to an end, and Ali is on a streak.
And round 9, now Spinks is up. And Ali seconds, trying to intimidate Leon Spinks. And he says, fellas, you can't do it. Ali again starting off the round with a good left. And Spinks coming right back and getting on top of him. But Ali tying him up as he has done. Spinks now shoving his glove. And Ali's face trying to say, get away. Let me hit you. I'm going to hit you.
Ali landed a right hand.
And a good right hand by the former champion. I don't know, maybe that body punch took something out of the champion.
I think all those right hands Ali's been landing took something out of him. I'll tell you, Ali's been popping a jab and crossing a right on this guy, and he's like going to sleep. Look at all these jabs. And Spinks without a return. He's giving him a boxing lesson.
Completely. No question about it.
Ali has shown him what it's like to be in with a real Ali.
And the boxing lesson is totally confusing the champion. He's got him missing. He's tying him up. He's doing all the great things. But showing him what the art of defense is like. Well, besides that.
He's showing him why he was the greatest fighter in the world and why he, even at this age, is great.
1:30 remaining in round 9. And who'd have believed it up to this point? The former champion. Controlling the fight. Dancing, moving. No rope-a-dope. He's in there to work. From round 1, Ali said, I'm going to work. And that's exactly what the former champion is doing. He's working. 1 minute to go on round 9, and Freddie Pacheco, we established the fact you had been in his corner for more than 15 years. When is the last time you can remember seeing Ali there?
You'd have to go back to Manila, and when he was really in a condition to fight Joe Frazier, to see him this sharp and this good. He has really turned back the clock today. He's given him a boxing lesson, and Spinks doesn't know what to do about it.
Well, he boxed over 200 rounds getting ready for this fight. He said he worked hard. His weight showed it. It was down to 221 from 224. But he just took a pretty good right there. Ali
He's
did.
got to start to take something. It's the 9th round. He hadn't been hit real good yet. He's building up such a lead that Spinks
Two
won't be able to
great
catch him.
shots and another good left hook. Leon came back, but he missed wildly. Another big round for the former champion, and that's it. He's done it before, and he may do it again. Here's a look at that round, 9th round. A little flurry. You'll see how the former champion with a left and a good right. They're ducking under the punch and making Leon miss. And straightening him up. Getting him back, coming back with another left that misses and a right. And then tying him up, shocking him and mocking him. That's his game plan. Okay, they're out for round 10. Great
Ali
uppercut.
continues to dominate Spinks, and Spinks is talking to him as if he had nothing better to do.
Well, he hasn't hurt him, Ferdy. That's obvious. Been no knockdowns yet. And we're in round 10. First minute of round 10.
If he is waiting for the last 5 rounds, he's committing a terrible error.
Well, it could be the same error that cost Muhammad Ali the title.
I believe so. It's quite the reverse.
Look at Ali dance. He's a thing of beauty. Little shuffle in the neutral corner by the former champion.
And that's to show the crowd the old Ali's still there. A little mischievous sense of humor and a little bit show of, hey, I'm still here. I'm still great.
Jabbing and moving. Very effective. Keeping the champion off balance. Baiting. Moving. And then when he gets in the ropes like that, tying him up.
That was Angelo's plan. Shock him and lock him.
What a good right hand. Angelo smiling, Angelo Dundee. I just heard him say, home free, home free. And you can see the confidence coming out of the former champion.
Yes, you can see that he's enjoying a lesson. He's enjoying giving a lesson to this upstart kid who took his title.
Well, shows you can't doubt this man.
That's what I always said. Expect the unexpected from Ali. If he says he can do it, his mind is so powerful that he can do it. He's got a colossal willpower. I've never seen anybody that can do that.
I'll tell you this, Ferdy, win or lose. He's put on such a tremendous showing here, in such a fight, through 10 rounds, that it's just almost too much to comprehend, to understand that he would do this. I mean, the expert, the so-called expert, said this couldn't happen. As George Ben said, he can't dance but for more than 30 seconds every other round.
Well, he hasn't been able to for the last 3 or 4 years. Those little flurries mean nothing but grains, but huge points. Spinks can't overcome this. Now, Leon Spinks, you do to stop this streak, because Leon has certainly not got an answer.
Okay, we're getting into the 11th round. It's underway, and this is where they're going to start to separate the youngsters from the old men. They've been boxing for 30 minutes, going on 31. The former champion, still moving, still frustrating the champion, Leon Spinks. Bouncing, weaving, left and a right, then tying up the champion, scoring points. Clean hits.
Catching Leon coming in. Leon thinks he's back in February when he could come in and nobody was going to punch him. He doesn't realize he's paying a price to come in. He's fighting the real Muhammad Ali now. Jab and stab. Shock him and lock him. That's what he's fighting. He grabs him and he holds him. And
Also those punches missing.
No way.
Gloves.
No way to beat that. And look at Ali, still bouncing. Look at Ali bounce.
You know, as you look at him now, his jab has become more effective than it was in the opening 3 or 4 rounds.
Because Spinks has become very, very frustrated and slow, and he's willing to take those jabs to try to get him close, which is a bad mistake because a bunch of alley jabs add up to a knockout.
Yeah, he used to win a lot of fights with that left hand.
Oh, yeah.
And that jab.
Many years of winning fights with jabs. And
a great right hand.
Terrific right hand to Spinks, and he grimaced. When he went into the clinch, he grimaced.
And he looks like he's... Oh, he really stung him.
He really stung.
But you got to hand it to the champion. He just coming in. He got another right hand in his face.
He's not going to be able to take much more of this if Ali can continue this. And Boudini is hollering, box.
Oh, another one.
Another.
3 right hands.
He is now right on target. A left jab and a right hand.
And Ali's corner is ecstatic.
Ali's corner is hysterical because they see a knockout coming.
The biggest round of the fight here in round 11 for the former champion.
Boudini's yelling.
And the crowd of more than 70,000 here anticipating that Ali once again may be on his way to becoming the champion that he always was. Tremendous fight being put up by the former champion Muhammad Ali. And that's the bell for round 11.
Another round that Ali has won. A colossal run of rounds. He has now won 7 rounds in a row, and it is impossible to catch him. Spinks cannot catch him unless he knocks him out, and no one has knocked out Muhammad Ali. Let's figure out a way to beat Ali when he's cooking like this.
Angelo Dundee, Ali's trainer, telling him, stay all over him, stay all over him. There he is. He comes out, hits him with 2 lefts, and connects with a right. Muhammad Ali.
Ali's hitting him. As Spinks winds up to punch, he's getting hit. Well, Ali certainly saved everything for the fight. As bad as he looked in treading, he looks good in this fight.
Notice now he's starting not to move as much. Brody, you see this?
He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to. All he needs to do is survive the 15, and he's the next champion of the world.
For the 3rd time, unprecedented, if he does it. Then he says he wants to retire. Retire as the first black ever to retire as heavyweight champion of the world.
And that's my wildest dream. If he ever did that, I'd be one of the happiest men in the world.
But I will tell you,
because he should go out on a high night like tonight.
But I will tell you this, as we go to 2 minutes remaining in round 12, the way he's looking tonight, it's going to be awfully hard to convince Muhammad Ali, should he win this fight, that he will retire.
Absolutely.
Oh, a good exchange here. Spinks coming after him.
Because this is the highlight of any career. To do this the 3rd time at 36, what everybody thinks you're through, is an absolutely impossible thing. He has once again done the impossible.
Halfway through round 12, scheduled for 15. And the former champion, Muhammad Ali, riding with this crowd of better than 70,000. And on his way to maybe once again becoming the heavyweight champion of the world, doing what no man has ever done. But it's still round 12, and still lots of time for the champion to retain his title. 1 minute remaining in round 12. Jabs by Ali, moving, sticking, jab, and coming in with an uppercut that doesn't quite connect. Ali trying an uppercut, winding up with sort of a bolo punch. Not too effective because he got tagged with it by Spinks. Good downstairs.
It's all Ali. It's all Ali. Ali is dictating the pace of the fight. Ali is dictating where he fights and when he fights.
Oh, a great left hooking. Spinks may be hurt. His knees buckle momentarily.
30 seconds of that to go. With an assault like that, he hooked him 3 times and then grabbed him. He should have continued to attack because Spinks looked dazed, bewildered, and ready.
10 seconds to go. Another great right. A left, another great right by Ali.
And he's
Spinks is in trouble. The round is almost over. Seconds to go. There's the bell. A big round for the former champion. They have to be separated.
And Ali again.
Round.
And this place is going to go wild when Muhammad Ali wins this title, because it is an unheard of, unprecedented thing to do by a man who's been acclaimed the greatest fighter of all time.
And as he has done for the last 7-8 rounds, Ali coming right out, establishing authority, landing a straight jab to the chin of Spinks as Spinks ties him up and pushes him into his own corner.
He's laying his traps and he's laying his plots for Spinks, and Spinks is fighting on everyone. And he's up on his feet, and I can't believe it. It's round 13, and he's on his feet. Oh, and another great right hand.
Good right hand.
A good left hook. Ali is actually bouncing in the 13th round.
Ali, and a shuffle.
And the shuffle, and that cocky, old, arrogant Ali. Hey, this is a different guy, Sonny. This is the world heavyweight champion, the greatest fighter of all time. And Spinks doesn't know what to do.
I gotta wonder, Bertie, since he's supposedly, assuming and it looks like he's been much in command. Well, he just danced now, Turner, being a defensive fighter. Would you do that? Would you tell him just to hold on? Is he going to get that from his corner? Don't force it anymore.
He just has no way. Spinks has no way to beat Ali, and Ali is not letting him have a way to win. He is not thinking of a way to lose. Ali's on top of him. 1 minute and a half, and we're getting closer. It's round 13, and we're in Ali territory. This is where Ali has always shown, 13, 14, and 15. But in this fight, he's been shining since round 5.
If they go to 15, Bertie, I guarantee you it'll be some outstanding round. I'm fine with that.
And it's going to be the closest thing there's ever been to a shutout in a heavyweight championship fight.
All right. You heard it from a man who spent 15 years in Ali's corner. Dr. Ferdy Pacheco, the fighting doctor, with his commentary here. And I believe, like everybody else here at ringside at the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Ali's fight. It's his only to lose now, Ferdy.
It's his only to lose, and he doesn't look like he knows how to lose. 15 years with this man, I can tell you, he can take him more ways to win than anybody I know. And he knows no way to lose.
30 seconds and round 13.
Spinks looks over, blinks, and he is bewildered. He is hurt. He is stunned, and he doesn't know what to do about it. And Spinks, Ali is not lightening up. Ali is on his case.
10 seconds remaining in 13.
Ali is not going to rest around. He's going to go like this for all 15. The first time Ali got hit with a good hook, and he just backed off. Another round for Ali.
Well, I looked around this massive place, even at ringside. They're not the only one that's done. Okay, round 14.
And what I like about it, Bob, is that he is not easing up. He knows he's got one. He's not going to ease up. He's going to win every round. He's going to show everybody he is there all the way.
The most shocking.
And he is dancing. Round 14.
That's the most shocking thing.
And he is dancing.
1-2. Going after him again. Backing him up. The former champion. And Spinks walks into another left. Ali's corner they're up on their feet. They're screaming. They know that victory is just around the corner, maybe 5 minutes now away. If their man can hang in there. Spinks needs a knockout. That appears to be, Bertie, his only salvation at this point. And this man just doesn't get knocked out.
The man has not
Nobody's done it.
Sonny Liston, by George Foreman, nor by Joe Frazier, and he's certainly not about to get knocked out by Mr. Spinks.
He is showing no signs of being fatigued. Look at him bounce. It's a thing of beauty. When he does it, nobody does it better.
I don't remember a fight where he didn't fool around, where he didn't kid with the audience, where he didn't talk to the referee. I don't remember a fight where he was this dead serious. I hope that this means he wants to show the world that this is what Muhammad Ali is all about, and let it go right there. Let him remember this fight as his swan song, because it can't be better. It's a shutout.
Less than a minute and a half now, and round 14. The former champion, Muhammad Ali, still in command.
And for the first time, I see Ali talking to Spinks in the clinch. And he's saying, give it up, boy. There's nothing else to do here.
We're in the final minute of round 14. And this good right hand, but Spinks comes back and hits him with a right, then shoves a left in Ali's face as he pushes him into the ropes. Spinks hasn't landed a real solid blow since the early rounds. Oh, a rousing right hand. It could have taken the former champion out, but just grazed across his face.
He's too late with it, Bob.
30 seconds in round 14. The former champ moving ever so close now to becoming only the first man in history to win the title 3 times.
And for the first time in the fight, he's shown a little signs of weirdness in the clinch. He is now showing the first signs, and it certainly is pardonable.
Good jab. Ali's corner saying jab.
And he now has 3
minutes. Better than 70,000 feel it.
The crowd is roaring. And Angelo's saying to him, go out there and finish this. Angelo Dundee has never been one to tell his fighter, take it easy, you won the fight. He goes out there and says, don't take anything.
The referee, Lucien Jobert, calls them together. They touch gloves, and here it is for the heavyweight championship of the world, round 15.
And who would have thought at Bob Halloran that we would get to round 15 and Ali still bouncing?
Nobody. Good uppercut.
Spinks has got to go wild because there's nothing left. There is no tomorrow. This is the final round of the heavyweight championship, and he has no chance to win a decision.
Good jabs by the champion. Stuck 4 in a row in the face of Ali. Hit him with a right hand on the left side of the face.
Spinks finally woke up to do what he was supposed to be doing at the beginning.
Possibly too late. We'll see. The crowd feels a victory for Ali. They're starting to chant, Ali, Ali. They know it. 2 minutes separating the former champion from once again wearing the crown. Leon Spinks may be beaten, but still in there. Letting fly with his right and his left. Trying a haymaker and missing as Ali just gracefully steps out of the way.
Ali has shown all the class and all the talent and all the strength and all the determination of the young Ali with Sonny Liston. And of the Ali with George Frazier.
1:30 remaining in this fight.
And of the Ali of Africa with Foreman. And now here in New Orleans, at the age of 36 years old, he is showing a young man what boxing is all about. He is showing a young Leon Spinks what it's like to be in with the real Muhammad Ali. And what it's like is a shutout. And look at Ali bounce.
He's going to bounce it right into the crowd. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute for the World Heavyweight Championship. There have been no knockdowns in this fight. Neither fighter has been really hurt. There are no cuts. And a great right with less than a minute by Ali. But Spinks coming back. Going after the former champion. Probably all in vain.
30 seconds to go. And unless Leon Spinks has got some superhuman effort in him, he can kiss his crown goodbye.
Well, good right hand by Spinks. The old butterfly is stinging again.
Well, Bobby,
there it is, 11 seconds.
11
There'll be no
seconds
knockout, that's for sure. There never was going to be one. 8-7. That is about it, folks. It's all over.
Ali is the world heavyweight
champion for the third time, and here comes the Ali Circus. A tremendous crowd of people are pushing their way in.
Ali is still.
Please.
All right, there's the ring announcer. Jim Clark again. Here's the vote.
Lucian Joe Bat scores 10 Ali, 1 even, 4 Spinks. Judge Herman Dudek scores 11 Ali, 4 Spinks. Judge Ernest Kojo scores 10 Ali, 1 even, 4 Spinks. The new champion, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, the new champion.
Well, I want to tell you, Dr. Ferdy Pacheco, you called it. You said this is going to be maybe one of the most one-sided decisions in the heavyweight ranks in some times, and that's exactly what it was.
And that's what it was.